Uh-huh.
And this one, I'm telling you, this is when, and I was like, man, look at me.
And you could see her too?
Yeah, click
Wait a minute, I'm clicking on it
somebody post it
now.
on YouTube, Larry.
Hold on, Tina. Let me get my charger too.
All right.
Wait a minute, Tina. Hold on. Because it came up as a YouTube video.
Yeah, somebody posted it on YouTube. The man.
Okay. Hold on.
Are you tired
Now,
of the
scroll all the way down that
to this show? Are you tired of me saying?
It's saying Worldwide Magazine.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you where to scroll down to.
Uh-huh.
Hold up.
Davis at the original restaurant?
Scroll down to 28 minutes, I think. Hold up.
Get ready for the longest hour in television because you asked for it. From around the corner, from around the nation, from around the world. It's Worldwide Magazine. Winner of hundreds of radio and movie awards. Seen in dozens and dozens of foreign countries.
You can scroll down to it.
You said 28 minutes?
Yeah, let me make sure it's at 28 minutes.
Now, how did you get connected to this, Tina?
I just told you the story.
But I mean,
hold up.
so, but how? I'm kind of confused because you found out about it, but then somebody knew you was Nettie's granddaughter, right?
Hold up. Okay, go to
Because I mean, how did it lead? How did it lead to the YouTube video? How many?
Like 27 plus 32 minutes.
20 minutes.
27 minutes.
27 minutes.
Yeah, 27.40. Like. What you see?
I see an old white man too. I'm at 2704.
No, you gotta go past that. Go to like 27.45, 40.
Why should I go?
Okay, it's gonna come to it because when I scroll with this, it'll go too far past it.
I know.
It's almost there. It's at 27:20 now. Yeah, it's a white lady singing. Yeah.
He's funny that way.
I kind of went in shock when you was telling me. So hold on.
That's the wonderful music of Pat Davis, performed at the Pine Room, McDonald and Spring in South St. Louis. Pat's going to be back later on in the show. Stay tuned for the second half of Worldwide Magazine.
The Worldwide Magazine.
What minute you at now?
The aliens.
2806.
Oh, okay. Shit, you got about.
The other intelligent race in the galaxy. Cruel.
They kept on saying Big
repulsive
Nettie. Did an interview with Big Nettie.
monsters.
Okay, I see the restaurant.
It's great, come up.
This is Watt Davis down here at the original restaurant
Ooh.
on Olive Street, east of Jefferson, in the good old city of St. Louis. That's 2300.
2270.
Where you at now?
Oh, right. I just seen our grandmother
That's what it is. Yeah.
sitting there.
Talking to stuff. You see
Right
that
here.
black man sitting next to him?
Yeah.
Where the best of foods is sold right here at the original restaurant, and I'm sitting here with the owner. Yeah, with the owner of the restaurant, and there has been some problems come up, and I see, Nettie, that there's a sign outside saying that it's closed. The restaurant is closed for.
Now he's Watt Davis, right? That's Watt Davis, Tina.
I don't know what his name is.
Because it says Watt Davis at the original restaurant.
Probably so. I guess.
And also, there's another problem that sort of kind of is set aside from the remodeling, and that's I see that the electricity is off. Why? What's the deal there, Nettie?
Huey wants $5,000 deposit for the electric.
The Union Electric wants $5,000
For deposit.
deposit. Why on earth would they want so much for just for a deposit?
Business has been slow and has been paying the bills on time.
But do you think, Nettie, that the problem can be dealt with soon toward...
Oh, look at you, Tina. Look at you. Wait a minute.
We are trying to get
Tina, wait a minute.
Watch the whole thing out, Ray.
Huh?
I said, just watch the whole
You
thing
look
out,
so
Ray.
pretty. Wait a minute. I gotta rewind that now. Wait a minute. Hold on.
We gonna hear me talking, Ray. I'm gonna talk.
dollar deposit.
But the way you sat there and folded your arms. Oh.
So much for just for a deposit.
Business has been slow and has been paying the bills on time.
But do you think, Nettie, that the problem can be dealt with soon toward
Look at Tina.
getting the lights back on?
We are trying to get the lights back on, but we don't have all the funds it take to get the lights back on. We just don't have $5,000.
And remember, this is a St. Louis restaurant, and it's called the Original, and not only is here today, but it was here how long ago, Nettie?
Since 1905.
You see, since 1905, it is a landmark. It is a landmark of the city of St. Louis.
So, Nettie, are you closed because of no electricity, or do you have any other legal problems?
Yes, we have some other problems. The complaint office at the mayor's office set the inspector division. And while she was here, Union Electric turned the electric off.
Are there any other problems that you could think of that might cause you to delay?
I see you standing up.
There's no other...
Nettie's kind of sound like Dr. Wells to me.
Do she?
Uh-huh. She does.
Problems other than I've been getting a lot of bad checks from my clients, and that has caused me disruption. Yeah.
Will you be able to deal with those and dispose of them and resolve the problem that's around those bad checks?
I'm trying to solve the problem, but the problem is so big till it just won't go away.
Hey, Watt, could you tell us about what it was like when you were at the city workhouse?
Well, Pete, I'll tell you, that was not long ago, and we had to do a lot of things we didn't want to do. And I'm sure that anybody that has any idea how
This is unbelievable, Tina. I can't even. I feel like I'm in shock.
the situation is at the workhouse.
Yeah, you know, the workhouse is a jail already. You know, I've been there too.
Yeah. I know what the workhouse is on that, but thank you for telling me.
Yeah, because when I was at the workhouse, when they found out Nettie was my, they say, "Oh my God." That lieutenant there was like, "She's calling up here, driving us crazy."
No, okay. Explain one more time how, because I was in shock. Okay, so how did it get to you again? This video.
So I was on Facebook, right?
Uh-huh.
It was something about historic restaurants or historic buildings or whatever. St. Louis Historic Center, right?
Right.
I came across it. This man on the status in the historic St. Louis historic whatever, had made a status asking people, do they remember a restaurant that used to be at on Olive, not, you know, east of Jefferson, blah blah, etc. He's been down there a couple of times. He had a friend that he went to school with, and the owner was his friend's son. Do you know what happens to the family or something like that, or whatever. So I started going in the comments, and people was like, you know, oh yeah, they had great food. I remember that place and blah blah, etc. You know, I'm reading different comments, right? I came across this woman in the comment. She was saying that her brother had a wedding there. His wedding there in '85, right? And you know, she was saying she remember whatever. And so I goes down to this other comment, right? And they say, well, click on this video and it shows what happened to the restaurant. The restaurant you're talking about is in this video, right? So I'm like, So I clicked on the video, right? And it takes me to YouTube, you know, because it was a YouTube thing, right? And I say, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, hell no. I would kind of remember this, right? And I was like, and I'm looking up. And I'm looking at this, and I say, hell no. You know, I was in shock. And I was like, damn. Then when I say, and then when they asked me a question, I knew exactly what video that was, but I just couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it was like, I had been looking for certain videos. You know, I had been looking for videos. I knew that it did, you know, certain commercials, like with the wrestling man. I was looking for that one that was in front of the building. I think it was not Hulk Hogan. I think it was Mr. T or Junkyard Dog, or one of them. When the wrestlers came to the restaurant and they shot a commercial in front. They shot a commercial in front. And just little stuff, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, so I would look at the episode, whatever.
Okay, let me play this because I want to hear you talk.
Yeah, and I said, damn, I had some pretty teeth.
I ain't gonna lie, Tina. I'm bonding with you more on this video than Nettie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take offense to that though.
Hello.
Yeah. Because it's so much trauma when I left out of there, right?
Right.
And just the, you know, it's just a lot for me. But I am, it's amazing hearing my grandmother's voice. It's like it's weird because okay, when you hear her voice, do you remember Nettie talking that proper?
You know what I always say? You know, I always tell people.
Because she sounds just like Dr. Wells.
Yeah, I always tell people she talk like Maya Angelou at times.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. The way her voice is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? People have told me that sometimes when I read my writing. So I think I'm hearing we got a lot of her voice.
Mm-hmm.
See, because I ain't heard her voice in so long.
Right.
And I didn't have no tape. See, with my mother, I got a cassette tape of Nancy.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but I don't have a tape recorder to put it on. But I have a cassette of Nancy voice. But when I had my cassette with Nancy voice, when I had my old school cassette, I could hear it. So Nancy sound the same to me. But see, I'm used to hearing Nancy more on speak on the, because you know Nancy had a radio show.
Right.
So Nancy was speaking. I would hear Nancy speaking through the radio show. Because remember, she used to come on the radio every week.
Yeah, I remember that with Lady Diana.
Yeah, and that's what I got the cassette of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got one of those cassettes. But hold on. Yeah, but this is the Maya Angelou thing, but it's a combination. I'm hearing Dr. Wells. I didn't realize they sounded so similar. Because when I'm hearing her voice, I'm hearing Dr. Wells.
Mm-hmm.
But they, you know, Dr. Wells, yeah, when I look back on it, they do sound alike a little bit. I just didn't look at it like that when I was a kid.
It's comparable to a chain gang, and the most deepest part.
So okay, this video would have been what summer, 89?
Yeah.
When you came back from Alabama?
Probably so, yeah.
Right, because it closed 89.
Mm-hmm.
But she was in there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so the electricity, because when I was there, they was using the generator. And Mitch was there.
Yeah, Mitch was there in that video too.
Okay, it was just it was me, Snooky, Nettie, and Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on.
You'll see Mitch talking to the
I can't stand him. I'll feel disgust when they get to him, but I don't like that man.
Yeah, he after me talking. Or it's on after him talking. I think he after me talking.
He.
And that whip on my tender back was not something that I could really truly come up to and consider to be anything.
Okay, so I'm seeing the restaurant. Wow, the door and everything. I see you. Okay.
I'm sorry to rush you here, but could you tell us what the conditions were like, what the food and the conditions and the work were like at the workhouse? Like,
I'm sorry I left you, Tina.
Oh, I'm okay.
Work you had to do, what you ate for meals, that kind of stuff.
He gonna put that man that's talking now.
Well,
huh?
That man that you heard talking now, that white man. Or whatever he is, he's Italian or something. He gonna start interviewing Nettie too. He gonna start talking to Nettie too after he asked that black man them questions about the workhouse. You hear me?
Okay.
They gonna continue to talk to Nettie.
So the workhouse came up because Nettie asked him about that.
Did she?
Yeah, she mentioned what it was like in the workhouse, I think.
Did she?
Yeah, she said something about the workhouse, and then he started answering.
Oh, I thought that man said something to the man about the workhouse.
Overhead. Well, Nettie said something about the workhouse. I mean, I could rewind it to confirm it.
Yeah, but no, just go ahead and finish your deal.
Yeah, I'll go back and look at it. But she mentioned something about his time in the workhouse, like showing
Okay.
empathy for him, basically.
Mhm.
Like he talking about her situation, so she asking, "Is he okay?" Is what from what I seen.
Yeah, because he was a worker at the workhouse.
Yeah.
Well, our food at that place was mush every day. And on Sundays, we'd only get one stale slice of bread. And that was with the mush, and that was just absolutely awful. I wouldn't want to go back, and you wouldn't want to go there. No kind of way. And just to do any little small thing that was against the rules and regulations, our
Nettie looked kind of sad that she lost her place. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I could tell that little sadness there. But I figured out, it's weird you would it's interesting you would send me this, Tina, because I've been assessing the restaurant, I would say the last 2 weeks on and off in my mind.
Mhm.
And I know what the key was.
Mhm.
You know what the key was?
Where?
It's okay. I went over everything. You may not agree with it. Everybody had their own opinion. But my perspective is there was not enough investment in me and you, right?
Mhm.
So we should have been trained. See, Nettie didn't really, she put other people on her register, right?
Right.
And they was robbing her.
Right.
Put your grandkids on it. I wouldn't have took nothing from her, and you wouldn't have neither.
Right.
So see, and you know why I've been thinking this way? Not to downgrade Nettie, but I watch how other people do it.
Mhm.
So like with the church,
Mhm.
Pastor Dan, he trained his kids.
Mhm.
They sing and collect the money and do the classes, right? They was the first employees. It's his family, right?
Mhm.
And then what they do, they bond with their family. So I think because right now, okay, I'm gonna tell you why what I'm saying. The Lord know what I'm saying is correct. What we just talking about your test that you took for your new corporation you at, right?
Mhm.
So see how smart you are. Nettie didn't see that in us,
Mhm.
and she didn't put us see because we was the ones could read and write, and she made sure that we knew all that, right? But the business mistake is not teaching us
Mhm.
more of the business. Because like all that shit she signed, I was mean. We ain't signing nothing. See what I'm saying?
Right.
See, she you gotta, and then she did all that tutoring for us to know. Well, I had to have tutoring. So my reading, you just took it on natural.
Nah, I had to have tutor too. Cause you remember, you know, Miss Clay. What was her name? Miss Clay.
Or Misha Love, Helen Clay. She was my school teacher. And
Yeah,
Misha
Miss
Love
Clay,
was my tutor.
Yeah, she was my tutor too. She ended up tutoring me.
Misha Love.
Miss Clay. No, Miss Clay.
Miss Clay did you. Okay, Misha Love tutored me. But Miss Helen Clay was my second grade school teacher though. She promoted me to the second grade. That's why I started high school so early.
Right, right. Yeah, I think I kind of remember that too.
Yeah. But like, okay, that's fine. We got the tutoring and whatever because Nettie wanted us to make us good at it, right?
Mhm.
It's just like Pastor Dan, and I've been learning this through watching other people with their businesses, right?
Mhm.
And how they bring their kids into it. Nettie didn't do that enough. So that's where that's where I think a lot of it failed because she should be tutoring us to train us to run it, to help her run it.
Right, right.
Because she was aging out. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, and you look at you was just interested, right?
Cause I started opening it up. I started going down there and starting the steam table up and cooking the breakfast and stuff till Napoleon got there before I went to school.
Yeah, but see, Nell Carter, she saw it, and that's why she was trying to take you.
Yeah.
Because she was getting ready to do something with the talent. But to me, Nettie didn't emphasize it enough in us. But in my perspective, she emphasized it in other people's family. But you got to put it in your own family. Because see, when it closed down, none of those people around.
Right.
You know, they all going to turn on you. The only people going to be there is us.
Thing that was against the rules and regulations.
Because I'm very business oriented, right? And so, but when you was in Alabama, I was just sitting upstairs. What if she would have came and got me and said, let's get this started back? See, she didn't have no dumb children.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But from my perspective, she treated us like we wasn't as smart, and we are.
And then by the time she was trying to get it back up running, she got our name. She put, because I still got that paper too. She was going to get a loan with Mercantile Bank. She had me, your name. I think she had me as, I got to look at the paper I ring. I still got it. I saved it all these years. It was a thing. She was going to get a loan at Mercantile Bank. And it had Nancy, me, you, and her.
Okay, well, that's something. How much was the loan going to be for, Tina?
I think it was going to be for $350,000. But it included the, restaurant equipment, food, the, whatever. I got it. I'm going to send you a copy of it. I still got it. I think it had either me or you as the treasurer. It had Nancy as the president or something. So she was talking about getting it back open back in, I think it was, this paper say 93.
We sure got them pretty lips from her. I just blew it up so I could see. Yeah, that's how my lips shape, like Nettie's. The top lip, you know how it's full. We got her top lip, Tina. Sure do. But my bottom lip is fuller. I got, bigger, fuller lips. Let me see. Thank you, Tina. I can't believe this is just wow. You show we always called you the news reporter, remember? We called you the news reporter.
Yep, they used to call me in the second grade.
Yeah,
I remember the report card. The lady said, Miss Gundecker, she said she talks and hums to herself, and cause all type of disruptive behavior after she finished her work. Say maybe we should encourage her to be a news reporter, but not in class.
Yeah, because you find it in here. You was a cute little kid, boy.
The pain of those lashes would last something like 3 to 4 months.
Tell me why. What did you go to the workhouse for anyway? What were you sent there for?
The reason why I was sent up to that workhouse and worked on that chain gang is for selling phony extended service warranties from an electric company, electronics company.
He said, I like the way he said that. Wait a minute. Oh, he said professional. He said for selling phony. That accent. Phony. He proper. He cute. Like, shoot, no, I ain't ashamed. I ain't doing it no more. That's cute.
There's so many fast
What
food
is it?
restaurants.
Why they keep up? What does that have to do with the interview? Why do they care about this?
I don't know.
Well, I think Nettie had brought it up, but I guess they talking about just recovering from life,
In St. Louis, that sell greasy hamburgers and greasy other things. And there used to be a lot of restaurants like the original, home cooking.
Now,
tables,
where
all
is
kinds
this
of
Italian gentleman sitting at? 'Cause
He's in the restaurant.
oh, he's in the restaurant too.
Yeah, you gonna see him. Just continue to watch.
Well, I'm seeing him now with the microphone, but I'm just
Yeah,
the background don't look like the restaurant.
yeah, he's sitting in front of. Yeah, he gonna interview me.
Okay, but I see him right here. Huh?
I said, watch the video and ask the question later.
Oh, okay.
vegetables and
You're welcome.
different kinds of entrees, real food. And now there's only a few places like the original even left. Original's probably the best, but
It is the
it's a
best.
shame when the city of St. Louis can support all these greasy hamburger places, and a place like this might not open again. It would be a great loss to the city, to the culture. I mean, it's by far, in fact, it was voted in the Riverfront Times restaurant section as the #1 soul food restaurant in St. Louis. It's by far the best food, and I remember all the wonderful meals that I've had here. The thing I have to ask you, though, Nettie, is when I came here so many times, I eat here all the time, and the place was always packed. I mean, you always had loads of people, happy people, really enjoying their meals, and the place was always crowded with people eating. It's kind of hard to understand why, you could be in financial trouble since, I kind of know the answer. I think you're probably pretty nice to a lot of people. It's too bad. But, too bad those
She
people that you
was.
were nice to couldn't be helping you now.
Uh-huh.
There's the bad checks is what put me in financial ruin. Bad checks.
I said, Nick, to that shit.
If anybody out there can help Big Nettie with maybe some financial
Check
on how to save a restaurant, you'd be doing her.
Yeah, because he talking about she was too nice, right? Nettie, like, don't put that on camera, man. You're gonna get me robbed. Some I'm too nice. She said, like I said, yeah, like Nettie funny.
The city of St. Louis is a great favor. Here's our post office box. Just drop us a line and we'll make sure that Nettie receives it.
That's where we get our sarcasm from, Tina.
Call the original restaurant and see what you can do to help.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy an extended service warranty?
Oh, gee, no thanks, but could you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, there's a number of extended service warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
Oh, this is Mitch.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy a extended service warranty?
Yeah.
Well, there's a number of extended service.
This remind me of the Jeffersons, Tina. The Jeffersons. Remember
Who's that?
the Jeffersons? Remember the show? The Jeffersons, George Jefferson. Remember he owned the dry cleaners?
Yeah, Weezy now.
Yeah, and then the kids would come in when they was, because they came on what they was first teenagers. Yeah, because they was real talented.
Warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy a extended service warranty?
Yeah, Nell Carter should have took you, because this is talent here. He said, hey, mister, see, she seen the actress trait. Because Hollywood would have pulled you in. Because you're what's attracting me to this video. And when they clue you in, because like right here, you're going to say, hey, mister. And you talking to the Italian man, ain't you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
And we ain't offering shit, Mitch, because it ain't your restaurant, dog. Mitch needs to stop claiming other people riches. What happened to this nigga?
He died.
When did he die?
He died, I think in 96 or something like that. He got electrocuted.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So because when Nettie moved on Whittier, y'all moved on Whittier. Because one of my questions was, did he when they finally left, everybody left, did he keep in contact with Nettie?
Yeah, he did, but
Because he used to. Was this man homeless? Where did he live?
he had a place, but it was like I can remember it looked like a vacant house.
Okay, because when I was there that summer, the last summer I was there, he was staying in the restaurant and in his van.
He always, I think he ain't had no water or no electric at his place.
Okay. So he wasn't on the street,
No.
but he was in a place where our place benefited him more.
Right.
Okay. Because at this point the electricity off, but the water's still on, right?
Yeah, it was still on.
And the generator's still in there, right?
Well, when I came back, I don't even remember the generator there.
Yeah, because when I was there was a generator there that Mitch had hooked up.
Well, when I was there, that motherfucker had a propane with a goddamn grill.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me play them.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy a standing service warranty?
Tina say, hey, mister, would you like to buy an extended service warranty? That should be a YouTube short. That's so beautiful.
Hey, mister, would you like to...
Then remember that newspaper clip? I found that newspaper clip of Nettie in the Riverfront Times.
Mm-hmm.
Did I send you that?
No.
Service warranty.
Remember that big old newspaper? Remember when she had... I'll show it to you.
Oh, gee, no thanks, but could you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, there's a number of extended service warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
Hey, mister.
This was a good interview with Nettie, too.
This one?
No, not that one. Hell no, not
Would you
that one.
like...
I'm talking about the one where they did that interview
to buy
the Riverfront Times.
Mm-hmm.
standing service
About her peach cobbler.
warranty?
You'll remember it when you see it.
Mm-hmm.
She used to have it on the wall. Look, I'm gonna find it there too.
That is adorable. The extended service warranty.
Extended service warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy a standing service warranty?
Now it's people dancing.
Yeah, that section is over with.
Oh, it's more than one section.
Uh-huh.
Wow, this is beautiful. This is unbelievable.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. You really made that video rock, Tina. Because it's just like watching a movie, right? But it's like this little kid needs to be with Neil Carter. This is why I'm looking. You was very talented, boy.
And Neil Carter was our cousin too.
Yeah, but she wanted to take you and put you in acting. She wanted you to do acting.
Yeah, I know.
This remind me of the Jeffersons and how the teenagers when they first, let me see, because you would have been 13 out here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me see.
Neil Carter came in.
Yeah, you would have
86, 87.
Yeah, you would have 13. So now you talking about the.
She had them letters that Neil Carter was writing me after she left too.
Mm-hmm.
She had wrote me a couple letters when she went back home.
Yeah.
She had typed them rather.
Because what Neil Carter seen, she seen your talent, Tina. Because that's all that's attracted me to this video, right? Because you making this video interesting for real. I'm just being honest. You and the interviewer, the black man. So because he keep coming back to you, so you was waiting to see. So what Neil Carter wanted was that's why she wanted to take you, so your talent could be nurtured. See, because Nettie, she's not really including you. See what I mean? And that's not. Trust me, you could have been famous, like famous. If you had like her paying more attention to you. It's cool to focus on the restaurant. She's trying to get the restaurant open so she can take care of you. But I'm just seeing your talent being ignored. That's constant because nobody's interacting with you. You see what I'm saying? Except the interviewer, they putting this camera on you. The interviewer is. The cameraman keep putting it back on you. So I mean he's doing it, but yeah, the restaurant would still be open if you would have been trained. You were the key to keeping it open, not me. Yeah. Oh, this is
Just drop us a line. And we'll
so
make
this
sure
is what
that Nettie receives it, or you can just stop down or call the original restaurant and see what you can do to help.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy an extended service warranty?
Oh, gee, no thanks, but could you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, there's a number of extended service warranties in the city, but I think we offer one of the finest.
Hey, mister, would you like to buy a extended service warranty?
so this is beautiful. So okay, this other one, Tina, is called Lost Tables. You hear me? So
What is that?
it's a like one of those Facebook posts. It's a group you could join called Lost Tables, right? So it says Lost St. Louis Restaurants. So that's
what Harvey sent you.
He sent me this last year, but I didn't see it till recently. It says there was a soul food, not called that back then, restaurant in downtown St. Louis called The Original. The fried chicken was special and the collard greens were so good you felt you were being served in somebody's house, not in a restaurant. I can't remember what street it was on, maybe Olive. Wonderful and inexpensive place for lunch. So this is on the I can send you a copy of this through Messenger. So this was Aubrey found this and sent this to me November 30th of last year. Yeah. Yeah, he sent this to me last year, so I had seen that. So I thought that was interesting, but I never in a million years thought I would see a video. That was really cute. That was amazing seeing Nettie too speak.
Yeah, because you be like, damn. Like we had videos back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's just weird. I was like, damn. You see that newspaper clip I sent you?
Let me see. You sent it to the phone?
Yeah. in your messages. Remember that clip?
Oh, you sent it in Messenger?
Yeah, your phone, yeah. It's underneath the video.
Oh, okay. Okay. Originals Two-Fisted Fair. It's like some of it's cut off.
Yeah, that's the name of original Two-Fisted Fair.
Oh, okay, fair, okay.
But the article interesting. If you read it, you kind of blow it up. It's a let's say 10 years ago. Let's see.
That's a pretty picture, Nettie.
And it's talking about the peach cobbler. She had, you know, everybody loved that peach cobbler. She, it was a good interesting some of the stuff that she was saying. Whatever the man, he said Miss Pendleton is funny. Funny something, I can barely read. But and part comedian, part philosopher, and part something. Part political analyst, and part businesswoman. By Stewart. Some I can read the other for.
Yeah, that's a pretty picture, Nettie. Now, what date? Can you see the date of this article, Tina?
This is 1985, January 6, 1985.
January 6, 1985.
This was a newspaper clip. This is the St. Louis Today's newspaper.
And then how did you come across this newspaper clipping?
Because I remember, you know, I just remember Nettie was in some newspaper, so I say, I remember this one in particular. I remember this name, because she used to have it on the, it was like, remember where the Muhammad Ali picture was? This was up on the wall in a big frame too. And I remember when she did this interview, and I just remember the name, so I said, damn, which newspaper clip it was. So one day, Google the Post, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, newspaper, whatever. And then I went to clicked on the newspaper, whatever. And then I put in, you know, the original restaurant of the year and, you know, the owner, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. So you went directly, so you like Googled this?
Yeah, I went directly to the newspaper. I had to pay $1.99 or whatever for the Post newspaper thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I put in the search thing and a few things popped up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, so that would be St. Louis Today.newspaper.com.
Yeah. On this particular article. And then the other one, and they had a few other good clippings with the restaurant, I guess it was in certain, you know, certain sections, restaurant phone number and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was in there. Then I end up coming across the Riverfront. I gotta find that one too.
The Riverfront Times.
Yeah, when she was named the number one soul food restaurant, the Black Soul Food Restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't on Black because they had salad bowl on there. It was a list, but she was number one. And they did and then I came across them when I Googled her name, the little article when she died.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the paper then when she died. It was in a little section.
In the river, in which one?
In the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Okay. And that's a different newspaper than this newspaper you sent me, right?
Yeah,
Because this is St. Louis Today.
yeah.
But and in the St. Louis Post Dispatch, what did they say about our grandmother then?
I'm just saying that she owned the original restaurant for whatever amount of years. She died at Lutheran Medical Center at whatever, I forget what age she said. And whatever, I don't know how many years she was in business or something like that.
Mm. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a beautiful article. I gotta I'm gonna print it so I can read it better.
But
Yeah, and it looks really good on there. Cause on here James would have still been alive.
yeah, or he had just died
He died in
April.
oh, he died in, I thought it was May.
I don't know. Let me look at this obituary.
Yes, May.
I know that's the same year he died.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at this obituary, honey.
I think it was May 6th.
Nope. August 8th.
1985.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was.
But for some reason, I changed it to April a long time ago. Well,
Yeah.
that's when he hit film with August the 8th, so he died probably August the 4th or something, maybe.
Yeah, because I'm the last one that's kind of in a way said bye to him because I went outside
Mm-hmm.
and asked him if I could go with him.
Yeah, because I told him, he told me to go back.
Yeah, and he told me,
And he told me to go back.
and he said,
He's going to the VA hospital.
no, he told me I couldn't go with him today.
Oh, that's what he told you?
Yeah, he said, you can't go with me today, Rainey. And then he said, Irene.
Yeah, he told me.
He called me by my nickname and said,
Mhm.
Irene. And then he told me I couldn't go with him today. And it was hot. I was standing outside and I just was staring at him walk, right?
Mhm.
And I could feel something. It was weird too, because I was calm that day
Mhm.
because I knew that was like a goodbye to me, right? So when he didn't show back up, I figured he was dead. So remember, we was up to past midnight, and people started coming to the restaurant to support Nettie, and it was I was just sitting over there by the payphone, right? Because at that time we trying to find James, because we didn't know what happened. Nettie trying to look for him, right? So Nettie making calls and stuff. So then it was like 3 to 4 ladies. They was like not in a line, but they kept coming over to me, right? So one of the ladies said, "Little girl, what do you know? Where's he at? Where's James at?" Right? And she said, "Is he alive or is he coming back?" And I did my head no. I said, "No, he gone." Right? And that was her answer. And she was like, "I think he's passed away. We got to find him." Right? So it was because I was so quiet that it was attracting people over there to me, because they like wondering what I'm thinking, because they knew I loved James, but I wasn't crying because I knew he was dead. That's why I already knew he was gone. So I'm sitting there like, this is a frivolous search. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then next thing I know, Nettie told me get my trench coat on. Me and Nettie got on our little long jackets because she said where we going is gonna be cold. And we went to see him, and he was laid up there dead. And to this day, I'm like, where was we at? Was we in the? Because in the room it was just James in there. So is that the VA morgue? Is that the morgue? What, like, where are we at the hospital? I still to this day wonder where are we at looking at his body.
Because he's supposed to be, he told me he was going to get it, he was going to the VA hospital. He's supposed to be getting that high blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, but he went to the woman's house.
Right.
So, but I mean, he might have went to the VA too.
He never did get his medicine.
Oh, he didn't?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't no medicine, it wasn't no, his blood pressure bottle pills was empty still.
Right. Well, they would have gave him a new bottle. Oh, he didn't have a new bottle.
No. Didn't find no pills in that corner, but an empty bottle.
Yeah, so he didn't make it yet. Unless maybe it was in the lady's house.
Uh-huh.
Who is she anyway? Did we ever find out who she is?
All I remember, he's supposed to be at that hotel, that building where Merlene was staying at not too long ago.
The Heritage House.
Yeah. Because a lot of uppity scale black people and white people stay there.
Yeah, prior business owners, people with stable income, retired well. So she stayed. So the lady stayed in there. Did anybody ever find out her name or anything?
I think remember Renee, who had that daughter by the African man.
Abuko. What was that little girl name?
What's the daughter name?
Ochako. Yeah, Ochako.
I think Renee knew the lady.
Was she some kin to Renee, you think?
I don't think so. Because Renee didn't have no family for real, did she?
No, not for real.
Because I think was Miss Vaughn related? Was Renee related to Miss Vaughn or whatever?
No. Not by blood, I don't think.
Because I think Miss Vaughn died at 82, 83?
Oh no, Miss Vaughn made it because we had her 110th birthday party.
She died at 83.
Oh, you talking about the year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I know she made it over 110.
I know people that was born in 18. Miss Vaughn was born in 1883. And her husband was born in 1886.
I wonder did the lady house that James was at, I wonder did she come to the restaurant ever?
I know James used to deliver food there. I remember going up there with him, taking steak burgers up there. Them chopped steak burgers.
Oh, okay.
But I always be in the lobby or waiting room, whatever that was downstairs.
So when Nettie took me to see James, where he had the white blanket on him when he was deceased, that would have been the VA mark.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, because it was. I can't remember the front. I just remember going in there, and we just stared at him. He had a little white blanket on him. Yeah, but I always wonder, like, where in the heck was we at? I could tell you what I seen, how the room looked, me and Nettie standing there, but I just always wonder, was that the VA mark? Or was did they take him out the hospital? He was deceased by the time we got there. That much I know. Because Nettie said we're gonna go see him, but she told me to get my long coat because it was gonna be cold. And it didn't feel cold in there because we had on our coats. Nettie put on her little that beigey type coat she had. She used to wear. She put on that when I got my long coat, and we just was standing there staring at him. Nettie didn't say much, and it was just weird, very awkward situation to say the least. Yeah.
Because I remember she came back and she said, and she told me James is gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You might have been like her favorite, huh, Tina?
Ooh.
You think you was kind of Nettie's favorite?
Shit, I ain't see it that way.
Cause she showed a lot of affection towards you.
No, she didn't.
Well, she set you on her lap.
Yeah, that's because me and James was close. She knew because after that shit, you remember I broke out real bad. I had to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you was messed
going
up.
up all the way in the limousine and shit.
But she when she took me to see the body,
Uh-huh.
she didn't show any affection towards me. She didn't hug me. She act like I wasn't even a child. Like I shouldn't be in pain. Didn't warn me. Didn't give me a hug. Because I love James too.
Right.
But she showed zero affection towards me. Didn't even tell me where we going. She say we going to see James like I'm gonna see him alive. I intuitively knew he dead. Because that's why the women, they was lining up, coming to the end of the table. Because I sat right there at the end of the table where the payphone was at. But that's one of the moments that for many years traumatized me. To take me there, and I'm only 13, and to act like I'm not a human or don't show no affection. Like if I was to take my kids to something like that, I would give them a hug or wrap my arm around them. So that's good. She showed affection. So, because that's what she should do, sit you on her lap. But there was none showed towards me like I don't miss him. And he did everything for me. Took me to school, picked me up. James went to all my dance recitals. He went to all my school conferences, prayed with me. I miss him. So, I just kind of wonder, like, why is it a difference? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I didn't know what to do, and I don't know what to. I mean, I guess we both was in shock. She never talked to me about it. Then Napoleon gave me the cassette tape. You know about the cassette tape, right? So the cassette tape, he just handed me the tape. It was about James' funeral had already been done. I would say within 1 week.
Yeah, his funeral was fast.
Yeah, so within the first 2 weeks, Napoleon handed me the cassette tape. Because James used to record himself in the office.
Yeah.
And the tape was James saying he didn't want to live no more.
Really?
Yeah, he was extremely depressed. And he said, I just don't want to live no more. And that helped heal me because I said, oh, okay. He got his wish. So he don't want to live no more. Why? It was sad, but Napoleon just handed me that tape. And I listened to it. He said, listen to this. I didn't even know what I was going to hear. I put it in the cassette thing, and it was James on there. So when he would sit back, because he had the office portal in the back.
Yeah, I remember where all the receipts and shit at.
Yeah, and it was
I
in,
remember the office thing they had there.
yeah, and so
Uh-huh.
he was recording himself in there.
Yeah, I remember he did used to record himself.
Yeah,
That office used to look a mess. They had receipts everywhere.
yeah, it did. Yep, it sure did. And he was saying, he didn't use the word depressed, but he just said he didn't want to live no more. And he was very, very, very sad before he passed. Because all he had to do was stop smoking the cigarettes. They told him,
I remember that day he was at the long table by the steam table. I think it was maybe, you remember he used to eat Vienna sausages and eggs, right?
He did. And them pork and beans.
And pork and beans sometimes. And he had to start. He was stirring off he was like that, just stirring off in space, like you heard me?
And this was when was this? Right before death?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks before. You know, I used to be like, what is you looking at? Cause you remember a month before that, I found them on the side of on the parking lot. Remember he had a stroke or heart attack?
That's when his lungs was filtered out.
And I had found him he was crawling up to the fence. He had just part.
Yeah, that was his lungs. See, James' lungs had filtered out. So the doctor had told him he had 2 or 3 months if he didn't stop smoking. But he didn't believe it, right? So James was like, I'm gonna die anyway. Because he didn't believe what the doctor was saying. Because see, your lungs, with that smoke, it filters it out. It's like smoked out, right? But if you stop smoking, your lungs naturally heal itself.
Right.
So if it's full, it's just like when you have kidney failure. Like when I was drinking Coca-Cola, right? So when you have it, if you stop poisoning it, it can just heal. But James didn't believe what the doctor was saying. He thought that they was playing like a mind game with him. Because the issue was his lungs filtered out from the Viceroy cigarettes. But he did more packs. He went and started getting more packs. I couldn't understand it to save my life. And so he wouldn't listen. Because he didn't believe it. He was like, this don't, it didn't make sense to him. But when I look back on it, it makes sense to me now. Because I know more about the lungs. But if the doctor tell you to stop smoking or you're going to die, listen.
Right.
That's the bottom line. It don't matter what you believe. He's saying if you keep smoking, you're going to be dead in 2 or 3 months. And that was right around the beginning of 85, right around April, May. That might be why April is in your head too. April or May, because that's when they told him he had 3 months if he didn't stop smoking. It was right then. He was given, but if he stopped smoking, he was supposed to have a good result. But he didn't listen. He was that depressed him. You know what I'm saying? But then he didn't want to leave them cigarettes alone. And they linking that to heart attacks and everything now, Tina. Just smoking can give you a heart attack.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but it messed you up pretty.
Still smoked just like them. Shit.
Yeah, Seal did. Yeah, both of them did.
They smoked the same kind of cigarette.
Oh, Seal smoked Viceroy too?
No, she smoked them for James. She smoked them for James Slam Light.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some long white cigarettes. But she can't stop smoking. Before he died, he had stopped smoking for 25 years. Zeke wasn't even eating pork no more.
Yeah, that's good. Zeke lived a longer lifespan too.
No, he no. He
I'm
died young.
I'm talking about compared to James.
No, he was younger than James. He was 50. Zeke was 57.
Oh,
James,
okay. I didn't realize that. I thought Zeke was like older.
no, James was 60.
Yeah. Yeah, he should. I don't know why I thought Zeke always looked so good for his age.
Yeah. So I just thought this paper that when they was going to when she had got the certificate of incorporation thing
Mm-hmm.
with the Mercantile Bank or whatever, it say Nettie Pendleton, that's the chairman. Nancy Fields as the president. That's when Nancy was staying on the duck. Irene Buford. I guess your address was 12049 78th Street, Seattle, Washington.
78th Avenue South.
Yeah.
That's when I was in that rental house over there in Skyway.
She had you as the treasurer, and she had me as the first vice president.
Oh, okay. And she had that when? When was that document?
April the 12th, 1993.
Oh, okay. And that was, but I was gone then.
Yeah. I wonder who, because I'm looking at the signatures. I know that's Nancy's signature, that's Nettie. I probably forward your signature. I wonder who forward your signature.
Yeah, just put my name, and then they did that was what for a bank loan?
No, this is the this one right here is the this was the this was right here in the state of Missouri. You know when you get the corporation division certificate of incorporation.
Mm-hmm. Because by that time y'all was moved out the restaurant, right?
Yeah, we was on Whittier.
So that was a certificate, and it said the original.
Yeah. Those I still had it.
Oh wow.
I told she was planning. It was filed April the 12th, 1993.
So the restaurant
Incorporated Ltd. The assets including street and number of corporation initial registered office in the state of Missouri. 529 North Whittier. And the name of initial agent and such address is Miss Nettie Pendleton. Then the next page talk about Article 8, 9, 10, 11. And then it's saying in witness, the article incorporation has been signed the 18th day of March, 1993.
Mm-hmm.
We got Nettie Pendleton as chairman, Bishop Nancy Fields. I know that's Nancy handwriting. As president, Irene Buford as treasurer, and Tiana Fields as first vice president.
Okay.
And it say all sheriffs should be equal in all respect to voting rights and authority.
Mm-hmm.
Then it say, go back to Nettie, Nancy, you, and me. And talk about the sheriff.
Now, is your signature on there too?
Yeah, I know my signature, yeah.
So she was just trying to surprise us. So I was included. Of course, it was forged. I don't care though. It looked like she was trying to give me some money. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think, did I forge your signature? Because I know I forged Nancy's signature.
Oh,
I
okay.
know Nancy's signature.
Would so I guess what I thought would have worked as far as the family having the business, it looked like that's what she was trying to do then. Nettie was.
Yeah, when she got it back open. And then it say on the page,
But it didn't get back open, right?
no, I didn't ever get back over because she ended up dying. I mean, I don't know what. But she died in 96. I think she had kind of started getting sick.
Yeah. So that was nice. But then the part, what year do you remember what year y'all moved in on Whittier? Was it it was it 89 too?
It might have been 90.
90, okay. Cause y'all moved in the spring or the summer. Cause okay, when you came back from Alabama in 89, how long did you stay at the restaurant? About another year?
Yeah, it seemed like it might have been. No, I don't think it's that long.
Not that long. It seemed like it was like November of 89.
When you get married? Was it 90,
June of 1991.
Okay, because I came up there then. I was on Whittier.
Yeah, cause
Yep. I think we moved on Whittier in 90.
in 90, okay.
Yeah, I know it was a hard time back because Nettie did not want to get up out of there.
Yeah, that was that made me tear up about how that went. Because I remember, I think Paul had said they had to.
Nettie, now you can't stay Bert Ali just like they can't stay down there now. You can't, because we end up staying in Bert's office until the apartment got ready.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed in there for a couple months in the office, which is, real nice or whatever. Until the apartment across the hall where we was at got ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but shit, they damn near had to pick Nettie about the church. They damn near left her about the church.
Well, they took the whole chair. They took her and the chair out, from what I think Paul had said, because she wouldn't leave the chair.
Yeah.
So they just took her and the chair outside.
Mm-hmm.
And they said she was crying and stuff.
About crying.
Well, she was like hollering, like she cried, from what I was told. Because Paul was down there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
She was doing more than crying. She had a fit.
Right.
That was a traumatizing event.
Yeah. She was a tough cookie, boy. They gotta get from down here. That's all Bert kept saying, They talk, Bert, Paul really went, but Bert and Ali. But we used to go with Ali, Mama house. Miss Yates used to cook. We used to go over there every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Ali Mama cooked up some greens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love the green. They love my food. I would say, man, you gotta get up out there restaurant. I know, how Ali talk. Ali, she.
Yeah, I know how Ali is.
Yeah, Ali was funny, boy.
She always looked out for our grandmother.
Uh-huh. Just go there every Sunday. Just called cook. My mom, Ali mama. It's a shame COVID that took out.
Yeah. Well, that's amazing. It was so nice to see you. So you were such a pretty little girl. That was amazing. I still can't believe I was even seeing you, at the restaurant like that. In my mind, you kind of healed some of my conscience, Tina, right?
Mm,
Because in my mind, I had like guilt, that cause see, when I left, you was in Alabama,
right.
and so the video helps me realize it wasn't as bad as I thought, right? Because I liked the video because you was in good spirits. But in my mind, I always felt like I left you depressed. That the tape, when the Napoleon gave me that tape, it just kind of, when James was like saying he don't want to live. So I was always wondering how you manage that. Because I'm the big sister, you know what I'm saying? So because I'm so much older, because I just had to get up out of there.
Right.
So you was gone, and the people was gone. I didn't have nothing to live for. That I mean, it was me and Snooky, but we was just upstairs. Mitch and Nettie stayed downstairs. I still to this day don't know where they slept at. Right.
I know when I got there, because I didn't want to sleep upstairs, right? And because I was, I was fearing for the goddamn rats and shit. You heard me?
Wasn't none of them up there because wasn't no food no more.
Yeah, I know. That's what I realized that as I got older. But that's what I'm thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, I'm scared to be up here by myself. I didn't even want to go up there grab any clothes. Now
Yeah.
But I think as I got older and as I look back on that situation, I look at it like Nettie was still guarding the place. Because to think about it, it's a bunch of homeless people down there. If them people, just anybody downtown that was homeless, if they would have thought that the restaurant was totally abandoned, vacant, just imagine us being upstairs and somebody breaking in.
Oh yeah, she was guarding the place. That's what she was doing. I know that for a fact. Yeah, she was guarding the place. Yeah.
And because she sat up in the chair. I don't even remember Nettie laying down.
I don't know where they slept, but
they slept in the chair. I think Mitch might have laid in the booth sometimes. But Nettie clearly had her leg propped up in the chair and blanket over her and her gun.
Yeah, and she was guarding the place. The problem is like so what I would do is I would come down. I could kind of feel when Berta somebody showed up as well. So the whole time you was gone, so it wasn't no like you gone, no customers. It was like it felt like a haunted house, right? So what it did, it's weird. Okay, it's okay, you know how you had these married people, right? And then all their kids move out. And they relationship revolving around the kids, right? That's how it felt with me and Nettie. It felt like I was married to her, and now I realize we have nothing. Because there was no relationship. But you got to remember, I think about this now, how much older Nettie was than me. Nettie's 50 some years older than me.
Right.
Yeah, so it makes sense to me more now when I look at it logically, because she's not 20 years older than me. She's not 15 years older than me. 50-year age gap.
Yeah, right. She was a grandma.
Yeah, so, and she didn't have our mother young. So I think about it more logically now. I was thinking about this about 3 weeks ago. I was like, that's part of it. There's no, she would have to really have like more emotional skills with kids to bond. So you was gone. So I stayed up there. I ain't trust Mitch. He gave me he felt very demonic to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I never forgot that James didn't like him. James did not like him. So I kept that in mind. So I just kind of stayed clear of him. So me and Snooki stayed in Nettie's room. I didn't feel comfortable going back in my room where me, you, and Shauna would be because I was guarding up there. So I feel like if I went in the other room, I don't know what's coming in there. I'm more blocked in. Versus in the room, I got 2 exits. I could go down the back steps or out the slide door. So me and Snooki, we stayed out of the other room. So I stayed in Nettie's room. So she never came up there, not one time. But she was down there with Mitch. So what I would do, I would go down every day to check on her. Peaches came up one time. And when I seen Peaches do what she did, that's why I never spoke to her ever in life. Peaches came up there. Peaches was real jealous because of my situation. I don't know if you know that she was jealous that I had a grandmother that was a restaurant owner because of we had 2 different lives. She was over there with Miss Mary being beat up and abused. And I was like, so Peaches like a famous, which we were. I don't know if you really realize that some people considered us like famous kids.
Right, they did,
yeah. So it ain't like it wasn't true, and we was known. We Miss Nettie's grandchildren. So Peaches came one time, and she had Chanel with her, and I didn't like Peaches like that. I used to Shauna. I love Shauna. Me and Shauna friendship was natural. Because me and Shauna met in dance school. When we were 6 years old. Now, the reason I let Peaches come around the way I did, it was because I felt sorry for her.
Right.
Because I knew that because nobody liked Peaches. For real. Nobody liked her. You liked her and, people dealt with her, but she wasn't really the favorite like that. So, but I kept letting her come no matter who said they didn't like her or felt uncomfortable with her. I would still let her come because I knew that got her out of Miss Mary's house. So I allowed her to stay because Shauna used to be like, oh, she coming again? And I'm like, come on, Shauna, her mother beats on her. She needs somewhere to go. So I always understood that. So when Peaches came down there, and now is when she gonna show her wickedness, right? So she did something I'll never forget. She came up there. I stood off from her because I'm like, she getting ready to show herself, right? Because I'm like, this the day that what everybody tell me about her, she getting ready to show it. So Snooki standing there with me, and because they cousins. So Peaches, her and I just moved in that rental house. So she wasn't at Miss Mary's.
Okay.
And so so she's holding Chanel, and she looked around, right? And she did that wicked little smile. Because she felt joy of seeing the situation. Because we in the dark, no lights. And that made her happy for a second. I caught a glimpse of it. And I'm like, and she so I'm thinking to myself, all these years, I bring her here because of her situation, right? So I was upset with her that she didn't ask me and Snooki to come stay the night. Because that's what I've been doing with her.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Uh-huh.
I did not genuinely like Peaches in the way that I like Shauna.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I never spoke to her again. When she did that little wicked smile, that you know, she was happy that we went down. That I went down. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then we stood there and she did that little smile. I ain't say nothing. I looked at her and I looked at her like, bitch, you will never. I never fuck with her. That's why I didn't care who talked to her. I never, to this day, I will never interact with Peaches based on what she did that day. I don't need a friend like that. So that's what happened. So let me see who else. Then the Italian mobsters came down there to collect for Glenn. That was an affectionate moment right there, right? Because me and Snooki teared up.
So what was Glenn that went? So when Glenn wasn't there.
Glenn was running. He was like on the run and away. Because they was collecting. They was gonna kill Glenn, Tina. They came down there to kill him. They said it right in front of me and Snooki. We teared up. Snooki was a little bitty child, and that energy was so demonic. But then one of the Italians said, "Stop, the kid's getting upset." And that was the only, I hate to say it, but that was the only affection that I had received was a gangster mobster that was down there to kill Glenn. Because, you know, he told Nettie, well, you can't keep protecting him. I know that's your son, but he owed them a lot of money. So, and I think some of that stuff, like, I think he ran off with equipment that he was supposed to get him back. Some of that asphalt stuff, they was mentioning all kind of stuff. But me and Snooki had got upset. Snooki didn't know what they saying, but it was just a vibe, right? So we had got upset. I had teared up. And one of them said, you know, just chill out, man. You know, the kids here. It's the kids. You know, talking about me and Snooki. So then they just stopped coming. That day, one of them, he just couldn't keep doing the kids like that, basically. You know, I could just tell he wasn't gonna come back. So eventually they stopped coming. But I would go down there and check. I checked on Nettie every day. So what Nettie would do, she would go over there, you know, where the cigarette machine is at. So the whole thing changed. You know, like when the restaurant was open, you know, if I walked up to the table, Nettie just stayed at that table. So if Mitch and Nettie are all at the table by the payphone, Nettie don't leave the table to separate herself, right? So when me and Snooki would come down there, Nettie would get up from the table with Mitch, and she would come over to where the cigarette machine and steam table was and talk to me. I'm like, and then she would visit with us maybe like 15 minutes, not say much, and then Snooki be trying to push the jukebox. Snooki was trying to get the jukebox working. So then it would conversation would end, or the little brief meeting, not saying much, and then she would go back over there at the table with Mitch. So I was like, what? This is weird. Like, I think she knew I didn't want to be around Mitch. You see what I'm saying? So I think that was maybe her way of making it where me and Mitch didn't get into it. And then I didn't find out till many years later. I used to go to the payphone and I would call Mama Penny and Jermaine them. And she just told me before she died some years ago that I should have came to the house and told her, because she would have let me stay with her. but she just told me that a few years ago when she died, before she died.
Who?
Mama Penny and Jermaine, my friends on the north side
Oh.
that I went to high school with. Jermaine, he's one of my best friends from high school.
You saw on the south side already?
North side, over there on O'Berry.
You went to Roosevelt, did you?
Yeah, but Jermaine them didn't live on the south side.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so what school Jermaine them went to?
Roosevelt.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought because. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but Jermaine, he was like a famous boxer in St. Louis, so he stayed on the north side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was where I would be a lot when that was my in the cut hangout. That was my hideaway where nobody could find me. Was over there on O'Berry.
Oh, O'Berry's bad, baby.
Yeah, it is, but that was
It still is.
huh?
I said it still is.
Yeah, it is, but
So you know, Lansing wasn't that far from O'Berry.
yeah, but Mama Penny, she used to say this. She was real. She used to say a lot of things, right? When I would go over there, and she found it interesting. She was like, you know, a lot of black people back then, they like kind of like psychologists, right?
Right.
They, you know, they mind, they pick up on stuff. So, you know, over there, Jermaine would bring me over there. He was like a famous boxer. He was hood famous. Jermaine was all on TV and everything, girl.
Yeah, what's his last name?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If you look up some of them articles, you know, them newspaper clippings and stuff, if you looked his name up, he's in the newspaper too. He was like a real, like, he was like a famous boxer. He would be on TV and everything. You know how they had those track, like the Junior Olympics? He was high school boxer. One of the best in St. Louis for his age. Yeah, so I would go over there and hang out. His sister Lita, she was gay. So it was 5 of them. So Mama Penny, it had 5 of them. And I would hang out over there. Let me see, Lita. Oh, it was Jermaine. So I'd be over there because it was a lot of fun. But I know Mama Penny used to say, she leave a famous restaurant, come over here with us, right? But we had so much fun over there. She was like everybody mama, right? She would cook. The way she treated us was like it was, you got attention, put it that way. You got attention. She would talk to you. How was school today? She was real affectionate, real kind nature. And then I just found out I was communicating with her before she died a few years ago. And she so the funny part is this, right? So I kept calling. Nettie didn't know who I was calling, right? I kept calling from the payphone. So Jermaine them wasn't answering. So when I left, after I was gone a few months, Jermaine came looking for me, right? And so when he came down to the restaurant, he was like, "Where's Irene at?" Me and my mom was worried about her. You know, she had been calling me. And so he was the way he tells the story is so funny, right? So Nettie said, because he was traumatized. He was like, "What you mean she gone, right? Because it's just my good friend. You know, we're not in no relationship or nothing, right?"
Right.
So and then Nettie said, "She is gone, honey." And then Jermaine said, "Well, when's she coming back?" So Nettie said, "You're not listening, honey." The way he tell the story of how he said, "Your grandmother taught me life don't wait on nobody," right? So Nettie got him some lemonade, Tina.
Mm-hmm.
She fixed them. He said,
Some lemonade.
yeah, she had made some lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
So he said next thing you know, Nettie came back with some lemonade. Cause it was hot,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Okay.
So they had made stuff to cool off. So yeah, so it was funny, boy. Jermaine cracks me up when he say, sit down, because he was traumatized. He was like, she gone. And then Nettie said, yeah, she gone with a man too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he tells that funny, boy. He said, I could have passed out. He said, I wish I would have answered the phone. But then come to find out, Mama Penny said, all you had to do was just say she said, I would have let you stay. And I never looked at her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always, this day, I'm like, where could I have went? Because I always think of, huh?
Where was Nancy?
I wasn't doing what she do.
No.
She didn't come at all.
Yeah, I know. I don't remember. Yeah, Nancy didn't come at all.
Yeah.
Even when I was down there.
Yeah, and I didn't contact her. I say she know this restaurant closed. She has to know it's closed. Right?
Right.
So I was so angry with her. I'm like, what kind of mother is this? So I didn't call her or nothing. I didn't say anything to her. Because I'm like, at least Nettie trying to provide a place. Even though it was closed, Nettie wasn't like, get out.
Right.
Nettie still, I was using Nettie's room, and that's where me and my child is living. And Nettie was still buying food. And they would come get me and Snooki. And then me and Snooki, we would go back and forth to Shell House and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was nights and few days we would leave and come back to get a break out of there and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Mitch didn't speak. Now how Nettie would sit up in the chair, I would do that in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I would sit kind of straight up and go to sleep sitting up, and I would lay Snooki down because I was like, what if somebody come up here? You know what I'm saying? So I was doing what Nettie was doing in a way, but just doing it from upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And I would come down there and check on her, but she never came back upstairs. She did not come up there one time.
Yeah, she didn't go upstairs like one time when I was there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how she was when I was there too. But see, like you said, you never slept up there again, right?
No, I slept in the booth.
Yeah. And I slept up there. It's still,
I think I went up there twice to look around, look for stuff or whatever.
mm-hmm.
Other than that shit, I came back downstairs. I said, I ran took all the pictures.
Oh, I should have left them with you too. Most of them got destroyed in the storage. Yeah, you probably would still have them if I would have I should have left all them damn pictures right there with you.
What I was gonna say, do you remember Paul's son Keith?
Yeah, that's the firstborn son, right?
Yeah, the light skin.
Yeah, the light skinned one, yeah.
He used to have real pretty. I remember when I first met him when Paul brought him down to the restaurant. I think he had a head full of hair, it was curly.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen him twice. And then after that, I ain't seen him no more.
Mm-hmm.
Besides at Paul funeral. Cause I remember, cause I had got out of town. He had been living out of town all them years, but he was right here in St. Louis.
Oh wow.
I called about him.
Mm-hmm.
He said he stayed somewhere. He ain't out of town. He here in St. Louis. I'm like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't too much care for him. I don't know why, but I don't.
Keith.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't. Well, like you feel like a bad vibe or something about him.
I don't know. He like. I don't know. It's just something. I don't know. I just don't too much. I don't know. I was like, I don't like him at all. Paul kids. I don't like him.
Yeah, he's very friendly.
Yeah, he's not a. I mean, he probably. I don't know if he socialized with what you call him, but he ain't. I know he socialized with Angel and Lil Paul, but I don't know. I don't know if he socialized with Deshauna.
Yeah, Keith is a kind of a funny acting type person to me.
Yeah, I could pick up on that.
Yeah. I didn't he didn't really like for me, he was unfriendly. All he would do is stand there and look. And he act like he didn't I don't know what his issue was, but it was just always like he was always like being introduced, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the few times I've seen this is Keith. Okay, I know who he is. Does he talk? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like, okay, and I mean, he wouldn't say nothing. I mean, he's socially awkward. Most of Paul kids is kind of social.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like I don't know, he just, I think that's what it is. He like, because I think at Paul's funeral, like I said, that's the last time I saw him. And I said to myself, because he didn't say nothing to me or whatever. And they was like, don't you know, I think it was Nipple said, Keith or whatever. I said, yeah, I know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I don't know. It was just weird. I said, I don't like that motherfucker.
Yeah, Keith was weird. And his spirit and aura was but I mean, I didn't have no information. He had a bad vibe about him. Like his energy was just off. And I mean, if you look at Paul's kids' nature, most of Paul's kids are not that way. They're easy to get along with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, every single one of Paul's kids.
Right.
Even when I be like, Angel, she wasn't around a lot, but even when I communicate with her on Facebook, Mikey, Marcus, Deshauna, Angel, let me see, because Keith was first. You got Deshauna, Angel, Lil Paul, Mikey, Marcus, Maurice, Marvin, Michelle, Mimir, and then we got the two twins now. So all of them are talk to you. Like when you meet them, they talk to you. All of our kids. The only one that was real kind of socially awkward was Keith. So that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's no sense. I mean, at some point, because Paul, and then he never would come on his own knees. Like Deshauna, when she came and was around the restaurant, she started coming on her own.
Right.
Without Paul. And so Keith was not like that. It was like he had to just be brought by Paul. He didn't never attempt to, like Lil Paul would come around without Paul bringing him.
Right.
He would have Marsha bring him. So Keith never did. I don't think he liked the restaurant, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he seemed and he had a arrogance about him, like he thought he was better.
Yeah, and he do act like that.
Yeah.
It's something about him that I didn't even want to communicate with him.
Yeah,
Period.
he had a nasty personality. He did. But he didn't do nothing to me because he don't talk. But
Right.
when I look back on it, I would agree with that.
Uh-huh.
And at some point, I just stopped. I didn't say much to him. I tried to talk to him, but he was arrogant, acting like he think he better, and he was the lightest of the kids.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, so it felt like somehow a biracial asshole was coming around. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe he gave off. Keith was like funny acting. And none of Paul's kids was like, I used to wonder, like, is this Paul's son for real? Like, he don't act like any of the other kids. Like, what is wrong with this damn boy? And then eventually I just didn't see him no more.
And then I know before Paul died, because I've seen a picture before, some years before Paul died. It was Keith, little Paul on the picture, and Big Paul. Big Paul was in the middle, and Keith was on the other side. I think they had went over little Paul and Big Paul had went over Keith's house to see him or something. But, like you say, everybody, even like Angel, like she texts here and there, she texts her and there, or she speaks to me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Angel real cool.
Yeah, she is. She was a sweet little baby too.
Yeah, she cute. Before I got this job where I'm at now, her husband is a.
Thank you so much for the likes, y'all.
He's like a head boss at Procter and Gamble.
I'm gonna put this video, the fair use video, in the. I'm listening, Tina.
Yeah, he like a head boss at Procter and Gamble. So I was going.
I'm gonna put this video in the description box too.
Right, because he's been there like 20
a fair use video, y'all.
And, he was gonna get me hired at his job. It was and he had sent me a link, but I couldn't get in it because of something. Because I think I had filled out an application a year prior before I even got fired at Lower Lane. And I think the year wasn't up because I couldn't get in the link that he sent me. I know the position paid $25 an hour. I said, that's right, Dan. Give me the highest position. But he wouldn't let me get in there in the link because I think I had put in prior. I did put in prior, not knowing that he was even the top dog, right? And it just wouldn't let me get in or whatever. I think my year wasn't up. But whatever the case may be, but but whatever he does at that job, he be always traveling. You know what I'm saying? To Italy and shit like that, because I think he's Italian.
Right.
Yeah, I think Angel's husband Italian. When she got kids by herself.
He's German.
Is he German?
Yeah, he's German.
He always be in Italy.
Yeah. His mother's full-blooded German.
Oh, is he?
Now maybe I don't know if he's biracial, where his father could be Italian, but I know his mother's German.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw photos of her too. But he could be his father could be Italian, but I don't remember hearing that. I always hear him talking about his mother, so I know his mom is German.
Yeah, because he always in Italy or somewhere. You know what I'm trying to, he always like in Paris by himself, Italy. And then when he come home, the Angel, either she don't know how to cook or she don't never cook. Because them kids, they be out 3 times a motherfucking day at some fancy restaurant or somewhere to eat.
I think I think Dan make good money.
Yeah, he do. That's what I'm saying. He the head. He a top dog to the point that he travels a lot to these foreign countries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I thought he was at Dow. See, I didn't know he was at Procter & Gamble until Michelle, when I was unemployed.
Mm-hmm.
People had told me, why don't I reach out to her sister Angel to see what Dan get me on at the job.
Right.
Yeah, so when I reached out to Angel on Facebook, she was like, when Dan comes, she gonna text him or whatever, tell him to whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he said something about giving him a minute, but when he get back to his whatever. So he finally had sent me the link and whatever, all this other, just whatever, but I couldn't get in. But then he said not too long ago, a few weeks ago, he said they getting ready to start hiring people or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, shit, I already got a job now. I could do a second, maybe. That's what I was thinking in my head. But and St. Louis so small, Angel go to church, right?
Uh-huh.
She go to church all the time, her and her husband and kids, and the boys. And because I think, Dan got a son before he got with Angel, right?
Oh, he did. He does.
Yeah, I think he stayed with Angel now.
Oh, okay.
I think he about 20-something, maybe 20 or something like that. But anyway, so they all be going to church. And I thought Angel, when I found out what church, this was a couple years ago, whatever. And so, Paula, right?
Uh-huh. And Lorraine.
Huh?
Paula and Lorraine.
Yeah. So I had been seeing this church Angel been going to, Faith, whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, I think that's the same church Paula go to. Sure shit thing. Paula go to that same church.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
They wouldn't know each other. But I think I had, Paula would have done Paul kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More so Angel knowing who Paul is, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Chad Foster, he's still alive. Ain't that something?
Yeah, I was thinking about him like 2 months ago. And what was the name of the other man we was talking about a few months ago? The big man, he was like a lawyer, a civil rights person.
Oh, you talking about Solomon Brooks?
Yeah. He's deceased though, right?
Yeah, Solomon Brooks died. I forgot. I was just looking up his shit too, because I was reading his case. He did. You remember when he came to the restaurant, he had just got out of jail.
Yeah.
He had did 10 years on him and 2 other people. He had did 10 years on a drug charge. Solomon Brooks or something else, but then I was reading the Solomon Brooks, we used to call him Rooks the Truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then he say everything he touched turned to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then he knows shit is some crooks, boy. Solomon Brooks had his hand in everything. He's a mayor and fucking in Jennings, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He was a smart ass man. And he was crazy about Nettie and us.
Yeah. He was kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a caring person. Him and Mr. Haley. You know who I wish I could locate is Simone. Miss Bowie granddaughter. Mr. Bowie granddaughter.
Mr. Boo. I remember that name.
You remember I used to go over there and stay at their house?
I know, but I can't think of
I just don't know his first name. He was Mr. Simone's grandfather. I think it was Mr. Bowie like a lawyer or something.
I don't know. I don't know what that man, because Mr. Haley, his name was David Haley.
Mhm.
He was real estate. That's what Mr. Haley used to do.
Yeah.
He was a real estate
Yeah, Mr. Haley had the toupee.
yeah. that motherfucker looked up like some old ass carpet. It never moved. Mr. Haley played cards. Him and James be playing Tunk or whatever, being Wiz
Uh-huh.
at the table almost every night, didn't
Yeah, and then Mr. Haley used to play Bargain Hunter with me. Bargain Hunter and what was the other game? Was it like Monopoly? Bargain Hunter was the what me and Mr. Haley used to play.
he?
It was
Yeah,
that
Mr.
big
Haley
old
have his
box
shot
game, and it was money based.
He have his shot of whiskey or whatever.
Oh, he drank?
Yeah, he always had a shot every time him and James play cards. Remember, Nitty used to have gallons. She had that 1843,
What's
and
that?
the gallons of Tanqueray in that closet downstairs that was locked up all the time.
Oh, I never knew that.
Right there by the, where the TV the little small TV used to be up on the wall. The 13-inch black and white TV. You remember when it used to be up on the shelf?
I always tell everybody that's one thing I always say. See, you knew more. You was always knowing stuff, Tina. That's why I call you the reporter. You earned that nickname because I always tell people wasn't no liquor in the restaurant. But I always say this, not that I ever seen.
Really?
I said if it was liquor there, it was locked away.
Yeah, it was a liquor. Nitty had gallons of. Nitty used to pour the gallons of liquor out when Miss Starks and them, like when remember when the Ted Foster and the funeral home director, the mortician used to have a convention there. If they wanted to drink, Nitty used to pull out gallons of damn near. She had 1843 and Tanqueray, gallons of Tanqueray.
Yeah, I never knew it. I knew the cigarette machine was there.
Yeah.
So I know what you're saying is true. But I just always say I said if she had it, it was somewhere in somewhere else. But you talking about that closet downstairs, right on the other side of the wall, where you come around that corner that kept in that closet there? Yeah.
It was a closet that was always locked up.
Yep, it was. Yep. And so she would just pull it out for special events.
Yeah. If somebody wanted to drink, they'd be like, hold up, I got something for you.
Oh, okay.
Now, I remember Miss Starks was drinking from 1843, right? Well, Miss Starks used to smoke too, do long cigarettes.
Right.
Before she stopped smoking, and what I was gonna say, and every time Miss Starks came down there, she'd get a drink or whatever, right? And one time, fell out the chair. She was so many stuff, she fell out the chair.
Oh, wow. But Nettie never drank any of it. Nettie didn't drink or smoke.
Nettie used to fake the funk. Nettie talking about, yeah, give me a shot. Like on her birthday.
But Nettie wouldn't drink it.
No, because I remember Nettie had a shot glass, a little bit shot. It was some Tanqueray in there. And I was around the table messing with, people and shit. Nettie was having a get together for her birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was sitting at the head of the table, and the shot glass had been sitting there for a while. I ended up stealing the shot glass and taking a sip. You hear me? And put it back up there like it was like she had drunk it. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. You know what I tell people about Nettie? Because you know, people always notice I eat a lot of vegetables, right? I love vegetables. I say, well, I was raised by a woman that's basically like a drug dealer that don't corrupt her family, right? So they be like, what you mean? I said, my grandmother, some of that food I know now is kind of poison because it's deep fried pork chops. It's bad for you, right? I said, but after my grandmother sold all of that poison, not all of it was poison, but some of it, right? I said she would sit up at midnight and she would bring out some other food, right? And I said she would bring me tomatoes, vegetables, everything that she was bringing out stuff that wasn't always on the steam table, right?
Right.
I said, so it's kind of like this. I said, like a drug dealer, they sell cocaine or whatever, but then with their family, they teach you not to do drugs. I said, that's what my grandmother did. Basically, the food was the drugs. But I said at night, wasn't no pork chops, fried chicken. I said, my grandmother, she taught me to love tomatoes and vegetables.
You know, we used to eat salads, ham sandwiches. Like Nettie had ice. Remember, she used to have a tub of ice cream.
Yeah, she did.
In the back, but the customers didn't get it.
Yeah,
that was our little treat. Now they might get a fruit bowl or something.
Now all the delicate stuff she feeding us.
Right.
Yeah, she was unaliving them while keeping us alive. Nettie wasn't feeding us all that shit. I said she had two different, like my drug dealer shop is closed. I don't do my family like this now. That's how it felt. Because I remembered that, you know? Like shit, she was feeding me all vegetables. Like, yeah, don't eat the shit on the steam table. And then
I think they used to eat on the steam table. You ate a lot of green beans.
I would eat a lot of what Paul ate too. And that big old piece of fried chicken. Me and Shauna used to have one piece of Anthula fried chicken each.
See, Paul was mixing. Paul used to have mashed potatoes, green beans, a chicken breast, strip, like what KFC doing now. Put a salt and pepper. He have his cupcakes and a quart of milk.
Yeah.
And then sometimes when he went to McDonald's, he have his double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, Paul had that sweet tooth. Paul was a junk food eater.
He loves some cupcakes.
Paul helped give me my sweet tooth. I eat like that kind of a little bit.
And he used to be, that's the fastest man I know eat, boy. That man used to eat fast. Like that shit was like they was gonna take it from him.
Yeah. Isaiah eats like that. Isaiah eats like Paul.
Paul used to eat fast, boy. Be like, God damn.
Yeah, Paul did.
Yeah, I was reading. I had looked up Brooks again for some reason. I was reading all that court case shit. I said, Brooks driving them motherfucking judges crazy. They kept on appealing the shit because they supposed to, one of his people, somebody in his clique, sold some cocaine to an undercover agent. Well, actually, when the undercover agent was an informant, right?
Right.
what he had went to jail for and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Brooks kept on fighting it. They went to trial, him and the other two dudes, or whatever. And what else? And so Brooks made it seem like when I was reading the thing that the reason why they targeted him because he was affiliated with somebody that was a big drug dealer in St. Louis, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was all types of stuff. Then, he had that cemetery. Greenwood Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a family thing, but and then what else? What else? I was reading up on Brooks. Yeah, Brooks' daddy always said Brooks was smart. But I think he died in 2009, I want to say. I remember him going, he went to St. Augustine Catholic Church. He went to the same church Bert went to.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna send you this picture right quick too.
Andy May, Moses Jr., Monroe Theodore, Arthur Lee, all of them dead, and using who say what they say. And his marriage was like Bessie May Gillen. And to this your Faith Martinez to say to him at that. Really and Renee and simply introducing for him. I ain't forgot what saying kids. Remember him having a daughter. He professed his love of Christ at an early age. He was a faithful member of the St. Augustine Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
But he faithfully served until his failing health. He attended Coeur d'Alene School, St. Nicholas Catholic School, Washington Technical High School, and Washington University in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
His military service consisted of U.S. Airborne 101 First Division and the U.S. Army Reserve. I knew he had been in the military. His civic duties consist of Human Development Corporation Chairman, and that's where him and Nitty was part of Core too.
Mm-hmm.
Chairman of Congress of Racial Equality, that's Core, and founder of Help Me to Help Myself. He was a member of the Fraternal Order of Mount Line 77 in Scottish Rite, 1951, all of it that is. He deported in 2009, Saturday, February 28, 2009. Today, 28, think that's something?
Mm-hmm. I think it's the first now.
Yeah, they probably first.
I'm gonna send you these photos too. Hold on.
And then they got the United States of America Solomon Brooks Appellate Court. Yeah, he went, 1977 federal grand jury for the Eastern District of Missouri returned a two-count indictment in which Percy Gray Jr., Solomon Brooks, and Ransom Gant were named as defendants. They were charged with violation of the Comprehensive Drug Abuse Prevention and Control Act. So that makes sense, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
But see, if that happened here, like I said, that happened is November 1st, 1976 until April 1st, 1977. All three defendants conspired to traffic and control narcotic substances, namely heroin and cocaine, in violation of 21 U.S.C. Auto. The second count charge that on March 31st, 1977, Dr. Gray unlawfully distributed a quantity of cocaine in violation of blah blah blah. The case was assigned to Dr. Chief District Judge James Merritt. And then, so that makes sense. Because remember, we didn't start seeing Brooks until after James died, which is 86, 87, remember?
Mm-hmm.
But then he got sentenced in 76, 77, and he did 10 years.
Let me see it. Did it
He was in Leavenworth. I remember he was in Leavenworth. Because I remember Lillian said, I got my friend getting out. He should be getting out soon from Leavenworth. And before I knew it, you're going to roach.
I was trying to did any photos come through?
Let's see. I started to sign up for court too.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. What, in Messenger on Facebook or what?
On your phone. Hold on, let me try it again.
Yeah, that's great. In 1993, the property.
So,
I married her, you know, I think she's some kin to, I told motherfuckers I wasn't gonna never vote for that, because I think she's some kin to that man. That man, Vincent Thomas.
uh-huh.
Back in the day, I don't know if you remember or you know, back in the days before the restaurant closed, Nettie was the only black person that had a business downtown, right?
Oh yeah. That's why they wanted her out of there too.
Yeah, they wanted her out. And see, Vincent Chambers, which ended up being, when she was talking about the inspector from the mayor's office, she was talking about Vincent Chambers without naming any names, right? Mm-hmm. And the messed up thing about it, Vincent Chambers' parents and them used to bring, before he became mayor, Nettie used to feed his mom and daddy, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then, then he come to the restaurant, they come to the restaurant, eating, needed to give him free food. This was before he became mayor, right? Mm-hmm. Then he gonna try to take Nettie to court. He did take her to court, but she won, right?
Right.
Food poisoning. Trying to say he got food poisoning from Nettie.
Uh-huh.
And Nettie had won or whatever. And I think he had did that twice. And that was a tactic that they was trying to get the last Negro out of downtown. Because that was the semi back in the days, the Mill Creek area. Mm-hmm. So, they had this, a lot of black businesses and stuff. It went downhill. Nettie was still standing,
Right. And I mean, they could have, if they would have wanted her there, they could have gave her the support to stay too.
Yeah, but you got bitches like
because like that $5,000, what they call it, not gateway keeping. What's the other term? It's kind of gatekeeping.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah. So, like with the light bill, when our grandmother was talking about that Union Electric deposit,
Yeah.
they making it impossible to get it back open
Right.
without the lights, you know.
And it just, it just is crazy. And you know, that's just like, and then it's just slowly for sure. They like when they tore down, they don't want black people downtown. That's why they got rid of Larry Rice. Larry Rice had been downtown off, the homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm.
He had been downtown in the homeless shelter, having that homeless shelter for years. And them white people didn't want him down there. And they did everything possible to get him closed. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And they did.
And that's when you in St. Louis, I mean, y'all downtown St. Louis ain't as corrupt as up here, right?
Shit.
Ain't nothing worse than here, Tina.
Shit. They should have never closed down Larry Rice. Now they wonder why the motherfucking homeless people down there. Because you closed down the main important thing that was keeping the homeless people. Homeless people always that was downtown, even when I was little, right? But it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, well, once they closed him down, they started showing up more.
Yeah, they start showing up. Now you got more homeless people by the library and shit, all that shit. But now, and then you remember how they rerouted the bus thing. Like a lot of buses still go downtown, but it's so rerouted now. It's pathetic. It just. I remember the bus used to be free past Jefferson. You could ride anywhere downtown for free past Jefferson. Shit. Then it just, when they don't want black people down there, period. You know what I'm saying? It just, only thing that's still standing that you probably remember is Union Station downtown.
Oh, Union Station still there, Tina?
Oh yeah, Union Station popping already. Union Station is the attraction. They got a.
That was our spot. Me and Shauna.
Yeah.
You used to come with us too, remember?
Yeah, we used to walk to Union Station, walk to 7-Eleven.
You remember the places I would take you with me? Like the Union Station and stuff like that?
Yep. You remember 7-Eleven we used to walk to all the time?
Yeah.
That finally burnt up.
It did?
Yeah, after all these years. Last year, it caught on fire.
Oh, no.
Yep. What else? Oh, yeah, Union Station, girl, it's the shit. We got the hotel. You wouldn't even believe how it is beautiful. And then they got an amusement park outside of Union Station on the parking lot light. It's got a Ferris wheel. It got a little roller coaster ride. It got the Hyatt Hotel in there. It got a bunch of shit I bring. I mean, they fixing up downtown, but like where the restaurant and stuff at, there ain't nothing but a big ass parking lot. I wish I could come into some money and just buy that land back or something.
At the rate you going, Tina, you never know with the financial moves you making.
Yeah, because every time I always look up that address and look up how much the is for sale. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a parking lot now.
Right.
I mean, the parking lot bigger. I mean, even if I bought the parking lot, that's still money. Because they go downtown to the Energizer, the new soccer stadium downtown, and the ballpark village where the baseball players playing, and all them, stuff for the, they got a soccer stadium up the street from now. They built last year. You remember the Holiday Inn I ring?
Yeah.
That's still there, but it ain't the Holiday Inn. It's per tree, but it's still there. That's still right there. I went to stay at that hotel. When I got out the hospital, I stayed there for a couple of days. I had a flashback.
You did.
Yeah, me being at the Holiday Inn.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna be in that period, in that area.
Yeah. You know what I was gonna ask you too? That building across the street.
They're still there.
The where the men used to stay.
That motherfucker's still there, Range.
And they rent to people still?
I think they do. It's still there.
It's open?
Yes, girl, that motherfucker's still there.
Wow.
The Lindo Lincoln Hotel, whatever the name of that motherfucker.
That's what I was gonna ask, because I ended up, it was a predator that lured me over there to that building.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in there. I never went back. It was, when I look back on it, it was scary.
Mm-hmm.
He sat up right in front of Nettie them at the restaurant and talked me into going over there. But he was weird. I got up out of there. Because soon as I went in there, he said, "Did you tell your grandmother you came over here?"
Mm-hmm.
He sat over there by the window, because when you look out the window, you could see the front of the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where he would have been watching me from too.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wanted maybe to get with me to get some money. Because I think he was looking for a come up. Or he was like dangerous. Either way, he had motive. So I went in there that one time because I always wanted to see what it looked like up in there, right?
Right, I went over there too one time, yeah.
Yeah, I said I want to ask Tina, what was that? Because it was mostly men there, right? And so to me, it was a combination of like an apartment building, hotel, or sobriety house. Because some men would stay there longer, some would leave. So I wanted to ask you, what is that? That was a hotel?
That's what the name of it was, like it is today. It's called the Lindo Hotel, right?
What was it named back then? Was it the same?
It was the same thing.
Okay.
But it was men all the time. I think it was men with mental issues over there then.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it was like a halfway house / apartment. It was so many diverse people in there. It made me wonder, what is that?
Right.
Was it a hotel? Was it an apartment building? Because some people in there didn't seem to have no problems.
Right.
It was
but
like
do you remember that white man that was on the roof one time and he was throwing bricks at the cars, the traffic?
No.
You don't remember that? Damn.
I think I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, the restaurant still open. That motherfucker got up on the roof and was throwing bricks at the traffic.
And he was staying at the Lindo Hotel?
Yeah, he was staying there. That motherfucker used to stink. It was raggedy too on the inside. I know the downstairs. You remember the wax museum used to be downstairs underneath?
Tina, let me tell you this, boy. I was telling my Nettie a few weeks ago about this, right? It was this case in Alabama where all these black men was gonna be made mannequins. They made them. This man made them into mannequins, right? Killed them and made them into mannequins. Now remember when the wax museum first came down there?
Yeah, it was across the street.
Yeah. So me and Shauna went over there, right? So I went over there and we came back and Nettie was like, "Oh, y'all went over there to the wax museum, right?" So we were like, "Yeah, what's the problem?" It's a Frankenstein looking dude. So Nettie said, "Keep on going over there, Irene. You're gonna be one."
Damn.
I thought she was out her fucking mind, right? But she's so not crazy. Let me show you this. That's what she told me. So I didn't go back. Because the way she looked, she said, "Keep on going over there. You're gonna be one." She said, "I'm gonna go over there and see you in there." And when I seen this, I say Nettie is a genius.
Mm-hmm.
It remind me of the wax museum. Actually, this white man that did this
Mm-hmm.
to these people,
Mm-hmm.
and this one Pierce. Let me see what his name is. P. Um. Yeah, I think it's Jaden Pierce, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen this, I thought right about Nettie. Um,
That bank's still there too. They remember the Jefferson Bank that he used to deal with?
hold on. Yeah.
That bank's still there too.
Now tell me,
That
when
racist ass bank.
yeah, when you see this, don't it remind you of the Wax Museum? That's one of the mannequins, Jaden Pierce in Alabama. A white man made him and 11 other black, real handsome black men mannequins. And so I thought about I watched the full documentary on it too.
Okay.
And when he uses wax to make them, this their actual body. So he also does this. It basically is like basically similar to the Wax Museum, but he lured them in, poisoned them through a drink, unalived them, and then made them into basically wax figures and mannequins against their will. But when I seen this, I was telling people, I told like a few people, couple people kind of laughed because I was telling Buzzy about it too, right? I sent Buzzy the video. I said, check this out. He was cracking up, right? Because I said, Nettie, she told me, she said, keep going in there, Irene. You gonna be one of the one of the wax people, right? And I'm looking at her like she crazy, and Nettie was sitting there. Shauna just backed off because she thought Nettie just out of her mind, right? So Nettie said, you don't believe any of those are real people, do you? And I'm like, no, I don't. They fake people. She said, okay, keep on going over there. You're going to be one of them. And that's what happened right here.
Damn. I just looked at him.
It was him and 11 more. And then when you see the full video of him, because he's a mannequin. The man made him a mannequin. It looked just like some of them figures. Because some of them Wax Museum figures were mannequins. You know that, right?
Shit, I just remember. I remember going up over there.
The first one, when you first walk in, was the big Frankenstein-looking dude.
Yeah.
But that attracts you to him. But when you go in there, them was people, Tina. Look. When you watch the full documentary, so when Nettie said, because we went over there to check it out.
Yeah, I went over there to check it out.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they went over there no more.
But me and Shauna kept going back. But Nettie say, keep going over there, Irene. You gonna be one of them. And I'm thinking she out of her mind till I seen that. I said, God damn. I told Buzzy, I said, this could be me right now, Buzzy. If I didn't listen to my grandmother. I said, she warned my ass. And the shit, it scared me enough. Because see, one of them in the back looked like a teenager. But you know, I was honorary. I never wanted to tell Nettie she had valid information, right? But one of them, it looked like kids was in that motherfucker, right? Because see, the Frankenstein one is in the front.
Right.
But when you go in there, they had them lined around the wall in the back. Those look like people and mannequins. So when you look at, this is the short, right? But if you go look up the full video on this, the way he's on the mannequin, full body, look just like the Wax Museum people. And I believe in my soul that Nettie was telling the truth, that those are real people. and they sell them 20 grand each.
Uh,
So, like, if you get one of these people and made one of them, they kidnapping black people left and right to do this to them, right?
I can believe it.
So,
You said it's like in Alabama?
yes, this case in Alabama, but on the channel where it goes over all the cases, this is just a short, but I could send you the full video of his full story. Forgot what the channel called. It's like an hour-long video. If you watch the whole thing, you'll keep watching it. But Nettie warned me.
That's just like
And I stayed from over there too. Even though what she said appeared to be, it was scary because I knew that she wasn't really lying, but I knew it was too much. Nettie's way ahead of her time, right? But when I seen this, I said, this could be me right now, right? My grandmother told me, keep on going over there, Irene. You getting ready to be one of them. Because me and Shauna kept creeping around there, right? Nettie said, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to see you.
They're just like my uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was younger, Nettie said his particular uncle was a spy.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember
like what do they call them? Oh, like a what's the other name for them? Espionage.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So, I ain't thinking that now. I'm thinking maybe crazy and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I remember him just come down to the restaurant all the time when Bernice, Zeke's sister, used to come, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bernice. That's the Nettie liked her. She was the school teacher, right?
Right.
She liked the Bernice, James' sister, So, what happened? Girl, so.
Your uncle, Nettie used to say your uncle was a spy.
Yeah. Which was my auntie Bernice's husband, right?
Uh-huh.
So sometimes he used to come down. I used to see him down there. He'd come through to the restaurant, but he wouldn't be with Bernice, right?
Mm-hmm.
His sister. He just coming to visit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he used to say, he a spy. And she'd laugh sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out this motherfucker was a live spy, girl. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
He was a straight secret agent, girl. Now, I never knew his job occupation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that motherfucker was a spy.
Wow.
And how it came out when he died
Uh-huh.
a few years ago. My cousin Tamika, which is Eva Mae's daughter, my auntie Eva Mae.
Uh-huh.
She got to talking about, something about Bernice. They didn't really want Bernice to go to the funeral or some shit because he was spy. I say, what? They say, yeah, you ain't know he was a spy. Don't say nothing because, a lot of people don't know, but the family know, and this, and that. And so, I think my cousin sent me an article, but when he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or something. And I say, hell no. Nettie used to say this man was a spy. I just thought she was talking out the side of her neck. You heard me?
Uh-huh.
This motherfucker was a live spy. I'm trying to look for this motherfucker article now, girl. I forgot, was he spying on Martin Luther King and them? Because, he was 20 years older than my auntie. My auntie, he was 15 or 20 years older than Bernice. Because Bernice just turned 80 some days ago, right? But I said, hell no. Let me look for this motherfucking thing.
Tina. Okay. You looking for it now?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did I send it to Tyrone? Do I have to? No, we had some monkeys on the loose not too long ago.
Oh, y'all did?
Yeah, 4 monkeys. In January.
Real monkeys?
Yeah, girl, they was in the hood too. I said somebody dropped them motherfuckers off in the hood. Girl, they was what was these monkeys called? They was the intelligent monkeys. Something like they the one with the black face. What's they called?
Chimpanzees.
No, they went. No, these was called. Let me look.
Have you seen the ones where the lions coming out in the hood? The lions part, and I could tell you why some of them coming out too. Some of them, see, people keep some of them as pets too, Tina.
Yeah, that's what these monkeys was pets, right? And it was fun. But my thing is, they was all the way over there in St. Charles, Irene. You heard me? How the fuck did they get over here in the hood? They was over there by Redbud. You heard me? Right. Somebody had to drop them off.
Yeah.
So come to find out, this happened this year. This was in January 10th. It was the Vervet monkeys. Look them up. VERVET monkey.
Okay, VER.
Some residents should not approach these monkeys or try to capture them. They are very intelligent and social, but maybe unpredictable or aggressive, according to St. Louis Department of Health.
VER.
VET.
Vervet monkeys found. I put found in St. Louis.
Yeah. Louis in St. Louis. You can put that or whatever. Or just put what the monkeys so you see what they look like.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's kind of gray looking.
Yeah, gray looking with a black face.
These kind of got like a beige look. Let me see. They got different ones. They got one. I think when they babies, they don't have the black face yet. So I could see the one here. Yeah, I see with black face. That's pretty. But when they babies, they look totally different. Okay.
Why do 90% of animal lovers go bananas for vervet monkeys? Stick around to find out. All right, let's swing into it. First up, did you know vervet monkeys have unique alarm calls? They use different sounds for different predators. Talk about a jungle 911. Number 2.
Yeah, this is the picture they captured on the monkey on the porch. I ran and sent it to you. The article. My name's Sarah. Stay clear for the motherfuckers.
Okay, here's the scoop.
For
a second straight day, St. Louis animal control officers are trying to unravel a monkey mystery as they search for exotic primates at the center of an unusual case. Thanks so much for joining us at 10. I'm Kelly Jackson. Animal Control says it is the first time they've had to search for monkeys in St. Louis. People who live near O'Fallon Park first reported seeing the exotic animals yesterday. New tonight, 5 on your side's Robert Townsend went on a mission to learn more about the search for the monkeys.
On this Friday afternoon, 2 St. Louis animal control officers pounding the pavement with their catch poles in hand. But this desperate duo wasn't on the lookout for stray dogs. Their mission, find some monkeys.
I think of danger because that's a wild animal.
Wild animals in Marva Young's North Side neighborhood.
Look at his doggone fingers. Then he got them short teeth. He almost look like them old orangutans.
You might say Thursday afternoon, nervous neighbors and even one police officer went bananas and flooded the phone lines after spotting at least 1 and possibly 4 of these monkeys on the loose. Health officials call them vervet monkeys. They have black faces, white eyebrows, and grayish green fur.
We have dogs around here, cats, mice.
And now monkeys?
And now monkeys.
5 on your side has learned a man working on Redbud Avenue first saw 2 of the monkeys. Incredibly, he whipped out his cell phone and snapped clear photos of the unexpected visitors. One was patiently perched on a front porch, another about to carefully cross a curb. And check out this camera-ready primate standing up and seemingly posing for a picture.
That's real crazy. At this time, we don't know where the animals came from.
Animal control officers spent a lot of time in this North Side neighborhood. They walked through alleys, and they even searched all around here at O'Fallon Park, but not one sign of those monkeys. Vervet monkeys' native land is in Africa. A monkey-weary Marva just wants them out of her neighborhood.
Make sure your door's locked because the monkeys are loose.
Robert Johnson, 5 on your side.
It is important to note owning exotic animals in St. Louis is illegal. Health officials say if you see the monkeys, do not approach or attempt to capture them. And said you should call St. Louis Animal Control, the number 314-657-1500.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But I watch those like farm videos and stuff. So I learned a couple of years ago, probably like more than that, actually maybe more like 3 years ago, that before all these incidents where the monkeys coming out, I watched the hood videos, a whole pack of lions. Imagine you walking down the street in the hood, right? And it was a pack of up to 20 lions, Tina.
Damn.
And so the black dude that found them, it was a couple of videos about it, right? And more than one incident. And he was cool with them, right? He said he started recording it. He said, "What's up, Simba?" Right? And it was funny. He said they more pleasant than some of the neighbors, right? It's funny. He said, "Wow, all this time I thought lions was dangerous, right?" He said, "Look at them just walking around in the hood, right?" It was funny. And it was a couple of videos. It's been like, I think one in Detroit, one in Chicago. It's been up to 4 lion pack sightings, and all of them are coming in the hood, right? And so, so what I learned from watching these, we just had a wolf over here, right? Now, let me tell you, Tita. Guess what I thought it was?
What?
A dog. So the Ukrainian lady coming down the alleyway, right? She was scared out of her mind, right? Because she knew what the hell it was. And I said, it's fine. Calm down, ma'am, right? I said, it's just a dog. You hear me, Tina? I said, it's just a dog. So her and Daniel was like, man, black people, right? And she's like scared to death, right? She was like, no, that's not a dog. And then once Daniel said what it was and the way he was prowling around, I said, oh, now I get it. But it was a wolf. So on these videos I watched several years ago, before I saw these lion videos in the hood, the monkey one you just showing me. What's the name of that monkey? The vervet monkey. So before I seen all of this, I watched those farmhouse videos on the farms, and they said that the animals are gonna start coming out because they're hungry. So they said we're gonna see more and more animals in our neighborhoods. So it said beware. Right after the pandemic, I started seeing stuff like that. So when I see these videos, I'm not surprised, because I saw the videos warning us. They say the animals are so hungry, they're gonna start coming right out on our porch. Like, don't be surprised you open your door and the lion's outside, pretty much. So for me, I'm not surprised, because I watched the videos warning of they're short of food, Tina. So they coming out from where they normally habitate at because they're hungry. So they said you're gonna see all kind of wild animals coming out, and it's happening. I ain't believe it. I mean, we know every blue moon a bear would show up. That was the norm, you know. Every once in a while, some kind of polar bear or something would show up in a neighborhood. But they said we're gonna see more of it, and that's exactly what happened. And look what you just sent me. So for me, I want to know what's happening, but it's not a surprise, because I watched the videos pre-warning us that within the next few years, this is what's gonna be happening. So you gotta look out for animals now, because they see the way they do in the wildlife, and the more trees they cut down, and the more animals go extinct, they can't live and survive out there. So they coming out searching for food. They hungry, Tina. But there's some pretty monkeys, though. I think they're pretty. I like seeing animals. I like like I had a black bunny rabbit. The darker animals with the darker faces are real pretty to me. Pretty, but it'll hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's still an animal that don't know who we are. We're strangers to him or her. They don't mean to hurt you, but they will hurt us. So it's good they got to get them out of there. But one of the lion videos, the man said, I know somebody dropped these animals off. They may be trying to make the hoods, they may be grooming us to make them like, they might want to take over the hoods and make it wildlife, for the wildlife. See, because if they drop off enough animals, then that means what? People in the hood gonna move, right?
Right. Well, shit, North St. Louis is tore up anyway from that tornado. You wouldn't even know North St. Louis, girl. That girl's so they ready to flatten that. They ready. But see, that's the plan all along. Now, when we had that tornado, it ripped some redbud and all over her. Girl, it's unbelievable. It ripped. May the 16th tornado ripped damn near every roof off of the houses over there in North St. Louis. If they didn't destroy the houses, you heard me? And there's some, we got a thing down here called a new homeless. We got 1,000 more new homeless from people, houses got destroyed in the tornado and FEMA. And it's just a mess, girl. North St. Louis. But see, the white people, you know, they having these auctions and shit. They buying up the land and shit. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
They tearing their houses down. The ones that, you know, and then the insurance company. See, a lot of the people in North St. Louis, the houses was so old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was passed down from generations. You know, when the house is over 100 years old, the insurance, you can't get insurance on the house.
Mm-hmm.
I heard. And so a lot of the houses didn't have insurance. You hear me?
Uh-huh.
And so they couldn't repair their house, you know, unless they have some help from other neighbors and stuff, girl. But if you go to North St. Louis, girl, it's so sad. It damn near look like Hurricane Katrina when Hurricane Katrina hit.
Yeah.
And you know, and then like in the Central West End, it got hit too out west. But you know, them people, whether they black and white, you know, they got their shit repaired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
From the trees, you know, them big ass old trees.
Right.
Might have fell on the house or something. That's what North St. Louis at.
Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Talking to my sister. Yes.
Yeah, you should. Anyway, I was just it's this man that comes over here. I come to find out, he comes to see my landlord, right? Mm-hmm.